Well, welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers around the world and interstate. I'm a lot better than I was last Monday, I can tell you that now. Probably about 100% better. I don't know, it's a great effort to do that show last week.
Did the show.
I was mentally fatigued.
He's mentally gone. 2
hours sleep in 2 days.
But he's back. He's back with a vengeance today, though.
Got up and chewed Tiger Spirit and
Tiger Spirit.
On the video. But now
let's talk about the Tiger Spirit.
This is a very good cricket photo, Colin. Actually, that photo, we had that published about 8 months ago in the Sunday Observer. You sent that in.
The Herald Sun, possibly.
Whatever it was, the Sunday paper.
Yeah.
You got that sent in there, and I didn't think they'd probably put it in the paper, but 2 weeks later it was in. And that is the original photo.
Original Richmond Citizens Boys Club, under 17s, and there you are there, like very, very young.
About 11.
And, this guy's about 50 years old.
He's like your great-grandfather, isn't he?
And
I was the number one spinner, Colin.
Looked like you're the ball, you're wearing shorts and everything.
Colin, I was the number one spinner.
Well, I've got some facts for you. The youngest player at 12 years old to play the Richmond Citizens Boy Club cricket side. You won the bowling average. No, you came third.
Yeah, I was third.
Les Andrews, Billy Hall, and then you. And then batting averages. Well, you're not on the batting averages.
No. Come in number 10, but we still hold the record partnership for the last wicket, 91. I made 12.
Oh.
Still hold the record, 91.
Fantastic.
And that was in the grand final.
Wow.
Down in Swan Street.
Fair effort.
Well, look, that's why they printed that photo in the paper.
Yep.
And they sold about another 10,000 copies, so they tell me.
Oh, right.
Well,
they should be giving you money. I put it in there. I should remember.
You've done all the fine details.
Yeah, I should remember.
But we didn't think we'd get in for a while, but it was in the following week, wasn't it?
Yep.
All my friends.
And front and centre.
Yeah, that's right. And all my friends rang up, which I haven't spoken to for about 50 years, and I was talking to them. So there you go, that's how people regurgitate friendships.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty good photo. That's a young little
very good photo
right there.
Well, talking about cricket, Australia versus India, first test finally got underway in Adelaide. What are your thoughts, Barry?
That was a very entertaining game, Colin. Both sides, they'll be in the top 2 or 3 sides in the world now, I reckon, India and Australia.
Maybe South Africa.
No, we fixed up South Africa last year, and but they got 2 or 3 good bowlers and got 3 very, very good batsmen.
Yeah, I still think that Australia will win pretty comfortably, the whole
Australia's the best team in the world, mate. That's next Tuesday. When's the next game starting? Tuesday?
Starts on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and you'll have the full coverage of that next week, but...
in Adelaide, right?
Yeah, in Adelaide. No, in Brisbane.
Brisbane, we just had Adelaide, yeah.
So, is India a good side?
They are very... they got some very good bowlers too. But the long-haired fella, fast fella, Ishan. Yeah, funny way.
Sharma.
Sharma. They've got a couple of very good spinners. As usual.
Yeah.
And they've got another medium pace bowler, Virat, and a good batsman too.
Yeah.
But they're...
Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli.
Dhawan.
Oh, he's a bit hit and miss, that Dhawan at the head. But,
well, no, they can bat, these fellas. I mean, that's probably the best Indian side they've been for the last 15 years, I think. Back in number 10 Dollar.
Yeah, the only problem is that
this fella could be another 10 Dollar.
The Indian tail is very bad.
Right, yeah.
It's the last 3 cannot bat at all.
No, they are, but they actually don't need them because the top 8, they are probably the best top 8 in the world.
Yeah,
apart from Australia. They are.
Could be. Now, what about Stephen Smith?
Well, I've told you about him many a times.
Give us the update. Give the viewers the update.
Well, I said last week, you asked me who should be captain after Clark. I said Stephen Smith. He's been reappointed. I beg your pardon, he's been appointed today. He's captain. Brad Haddin's vice captain.
Yep.
But he is, the last couple of years, Stephen Smith, he has been treating the bowlers he's been facing with intimidation. He intimidates.
Contempt.
He goes out there and he's ready to he made another 60 not out last week, 162 the first innings. He just looks as though when he gets out, he doesn't want to go out, and he just takes over the bowling. And now he can bowl leg spin too. But he's a very good appointment, I think. Because Clark, I think that's the end of his career.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I think so.
So you really think Michael Clark's career is over, Barry?
Look, he just can't. His body can't. Look, he's cricket-wise, he's still a superstar, but he just can't handle it. I mean, he's done his good one, like 2 days ago. I mean, and the other one that'll never. But I couldn't believe he came back 3 days ago after when he was carried off the stretcher, and he still. No, but his body just can't handle it.
He needs to take a year off.
No, and
then go on the 2020 tour.
I think he wants to have at least 12 months off because his body's a physical wreck, and plus the fact that he had that problem with Philip Hughes and knocked the crap out of him.
Yeah.
And I think he's well, if he has 12 months off, it might do something. But he can't play in the World Cup. He can't have these fellas in the World Cup. No way.
So he's gone. Shane Watson.
Every time I hear that name, Shane Watson, I nearly throw up.
Yeah, you don't like him that much.
He's got to go, mate. He just can't bat. He can't bowl and he can't run. He can't field.
So you reckon?
Everyone's in love with him.
Yeah.
32 in about 4 hours. 32 in about 100 balls last week.
I did. You know who should? Well, Mitchell Marsh.
What about him?
Did
you see that 42 he made in about 5 minutes?
Ready-made replacement for him.
He'll be a lot better than
like a Watson replacement, yeah.
Well,
he bowls quicker.
He's going to be the next superstar all round. I tell you now. He just took over that bowling.
Yeah, took it over and he moved the game along.
And he can bowl.
Yeah.
And he can field.
His brother is likely to play at 4 or 5, depending on what Steve Smith wants to do.
Yeah. So that's Rodney Marsh's sons, right?
No. Swampy Marsh, the other guy, the opening batsman.
Jeff Marsh.
Jeff Marsh, yeah.
Well, that's right. Rodney Marsh is 100 years old.
Yeah. So Rodney Marsh, Jeff Marsh is probably about 50, and these boys are in their 20s.
What's the other one's name? Sean, is it Sean?
Sean and Mitchell Marsh, yeah. Sean.
Oh, they'll be playing test together very shortly. Yeah. Sure.
He's in the team.
Is Sean in this year?
Yep.
And this week?
He's in. So, the other thing is, just what I want to talk to you really quickly about is Hazelwood versus Siddle. Should Siddle go? Come on.
Well, I said last week Hazelwood should have been in that side last week. Siddle, he took 1 wicket. Look, he's past his prime, mate. And so was the other fella. What's his name?
Harris.
Harris, yeah.
He's got the best strike rate of any Australian bowler ever.
Listen, you can only bowl 2 or 3 at a time.
He's got the best strike rate of any Australian bowler ever.
Well, he probably
he's bowled over 100
but he
wickets.
Probably doesn't bowl many overs. That's why, because he does get wickets, but he can't sustain the pace. This Hazelwood, look, when they wake up and realise he's in this side, he's in this. Yeah.
Oh no, that's a question mark.
He'll be in. Siddle's in the paper today. Siddle's not playing. He'll when he gets in. These Indians right now. We're talking about Mitchell Johnson cracks, and this fellow, he's 10-15 kilometres faster.
Yeah.
Mitchell Johnson and a lot of mongrel. He'll be in the side. But
so, man of the match, Barry.
Well, they give it to Nathan Lyon. Yeah. I'm telling you now, I don't reckon. Look,
12 wickets.
He got 7 wickets. You know what he got hit around for? 152 runs. I know it's a lot of wickets, but a lot of runs.
Bowled him a lot.
And he got 12 wickets for 220 runs.
Yeah.
I mean, if you keep bowling, Colin, you're going to get...
So you reckon Warner?
Is it Warner or Coley?
Yeah. I suppose that Warner won the game. They got the same numbers, but Australia won the game.
Well, I reckon if
he would have stayed along for another 40 runs,
Coley would have got man of the match.
Yeah,
for sure. He's a superstar. But Nathan Lyon, look, when I seen the figure, I thought I was look at the figures twice yesterday.
Yeah, he bowled
142.
And he was a bit unlucky.
5 for 142.
But he got 12 wickets.
I just told you.
He bowled him to victory. Bowled him to victory.
100. That's got to be in record. I've seen 100. Over 110 runs for 2 or 3 wickets, but 142.
Remember, I remember Jason Krazier, I think his name was. He went over to India and he did the same thing. He got a 10-for, right? And yet they dropped him the next game.
Dropped him?
They dropped him the next game. Got a 10-for, but he almost got like for 300 runs or something like that. We'll look it up and we'll get back to you.
I think this is... look, he's got the man of the match, but I tell you, I reckon he's a little bit lucky, but he did bowl. I mean, how many overs did he bowl?
A lot.
50?
Oh, probably, yeah.
2 innings?
Yeah, probably.
But I thought that David Warner deserved to be the man of the match.
Alright, Barry, give us your highlights package.
Well, talking about Stephen Smith just before, like I've been watching him, when he gets out the bat, he's batting number 4 now, isn't he? I reckon he'll take Clark.
Possibly.
He'll take number 3 now, I reckon. He just, when he gets out there, it looks as though he's been there for 2 days. When he was out padding up, there's none of this popping around. He'll play the shots straight away. And what's his average, about 90?
No.
162 not out in the second innings. First innings.
Not sure. No, I think he's about 50.
I'm into it. You're talking about overall. I'm talking about now.
Yeah, in test matches.
Test matches.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's been the pick-up of the last few months. Him and Josh Hazelwood.
Yeah.
They are the two going to be the 2 future stars. But how old is Stephen Smith? Is he 25?
Mm-hmm.
That camera's a long way away there.
No, that's fine.
25, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around, but he had a couple of years on the slack, and the last 12 months he's come back with it, and he just doesn't want to go out.
No.
And he's got all the shots going.
He's very good.
Very adventurous, and he's very entertaining to watch.
So a few highlights there.
And, like I said there,
David Warner, yeah, good.
David Warner, well, I told you months ago, he's the best opening attacking batsman in the world. Not the best opening batsman, the best opening attacking. I must pronounce that word, attacking batsman in the world.
Rogers?
Rogers, he's on the outer now. He had two goes, number 9.
I think this is his last chance.
Well, he's nearly 38, isn't he? He was alright last year. I think he's and they got to drop Watson, for God's sake, really and truly. Is he officially dropped?
No, he's in the team.
Michael Clark's not down there, so they might. He's very good friends with Clark, I know.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why.
So that's the wrap of the cricket test this week. We'll give you a full wrap next week of the Brisbane test. Any Cheerios, Barry?
Yeah, always Cheerios in this old house here today, and it's a nice summer's day. I forgot to mention, it's a very nice summer's day in Chelsea today. Annie and Carla, they had 3 parties in 3 days in the Philippines.
Do they have any blackouts?
No.
I had one last night.
You did?
You had to go to bed early when it went off at 10 o'clock. And I don't know, I just woke up.
Must be in your street?
Yeah, just in our street, yeah. I looked it up on the internet, you can see on the internet.
So you didn't know it was a blackout? You were asleep?
No, I was up in the blackout and I was thinking, oh, it's the Philippines, it's like the Philippines. Cheerio to Annie.
How long was the blackout for?
Oh, well,
10 minutes?
No, hours.
Well, that was alright, Yeah, and of course PH and Sandy and Carlos. PH, I was talking to PH a couple of days ago, and he was sweating profusely. He reckons the last 10 days has been over 38 degrees. And of course the humidity is about 90 up there, Colin.
Yeah.
And he couldn't hold the phone. He said, I've got to go, Basil.
Doesn't he have an air conditioner?
Well, that was up on the top floor on a double storage joint. I said, where's your fan? He said, oh, it's probably blowing hot air out. So I hope you're right now, because he rang out last night. I said, you're still there? He said, yeah. Yeah, PH and Carlos, he was taking Carlos down the beach, and that's where the coolest part of the world. I said, go down and sit there all night, Phil, and cool down. That's about all we got for today, because I mentioned Annie and Carla, and 3 parties, 3 birthday parties.
Wow, chaos.
Because they eat all day and night. So that's about all for me tonight. I mean, I feel a lot more better physically and mentally, and hopefully I'll be a lot better the following week too. So that's all for me now. All for me from now.
It's goodbye from me.
See you next week. Bye bye.